Okay, now that we have our ebook in Sigil, we're going to start formatting each chapter with chapter headings. What I have here on the left is the original, the first book, My Way Home, and on the right we have the St. Gabriel book. Okay, so what I do to see how the other guy formatted it, you hit the little toggle button here to code view, and I can see here that he's applied an H3 header style with a class called CHAPH. Those are some styles that he created to make the header look like that. So if you scroll to his styles sheet, it's under styles, and this is the style sheet. Double click it. Here you can see all the different styles he's set up. Everything in red is a class, and after each class it describes how that particular class will look. For the chapter headings, he's using this one, CHAPH. And for the italics underneath, he's using one called Center 1A, which is this one. And what I've done is copied his styles over to my document. I like to format mine a little differently so that you can see each part a little bit easier, but either way is fine. If you scroll down, you can see I have the same settings as he has for the chapter headings. And for the italics, Center 1A, Center 1A. Okay, so if you look at my code, you can see that I applied the chapter heading here before chapter 1. Anytime you open with an H3 or a P or anything else, you always have to close it at the end with the same. So to close a HTML tag, it would have a backslash in front of it to close it. Okay, so what I did, I went through each chapter and I set those all up the same way so that now each book matches the other. And once you have your chapter heading set up, Sigil has a really cool feature. If you go under Tools, Table of Contents, you can generate the table of contents. There's two different kinds. There's this one, which is the navigation in the e-reader, and then there's this one, which is the HTML table of contents. This is the one that the reader would select table of contents from their menu in their e-reader, and this is what they would actually see. You can generate that HTML automatically, but usually what people do is modify it just a little, and that's what the previous designer has done. They've modified the table of contents. But to go ahead and set up the navigational table of contents, go back to Tools, Table of Contents, and Generate Table of Contents. And what you'll see is that everything that's either in H1, H2, H3, H4, any of those headings are going to pop up, and you can check these or uncheck these to include it or not. For instance, the title page is actually a header, but I don't want the title page in my table of contents, so I'm going to click that, and now it's gone. And there was something at the end, I'm not quite sure what that is, so I'm just going to remove it. And so now I have chapters 1 through 31. Click OK. And now you have a navigational table of contents for the e-reader. So I'm going to save this. And I think what I'm going to do is create the HTML table of contents and just modify that to match the previous book. So you notice when you do that, you get a new section called TOC, and you can just highlight that and drag it to where you want it to appear. I think after the copyright matches the other book. Okay, so as you can see, the table of contents don't exactly look the same. So we're going to have to modify that.